Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy and I'm so very happy to have all of you Sagittarius with me today. We are doing another one of our monthly zodiac readings, and this is something that I just started last month and it went over really well. It was the status of your chakras. And so that one I will do again in October. So I'm going to do each one every 4 months. So today's reading is going to be about connecting with one of your guides. All right. So before we even begin, got to get the housekeeping out of the way. And I'm sorry for those of you who are regular followers. I have to say it, but that YouTube algorithm is real. So if you would consider subscribing, smash that subscribe button and show YouTube that dumb algorithm has no bearing on us. Hold on, I'm going to adjust that camera. It looks crooked here, so I apologize for that. Now, the thing with that being said is you can turn off the notifications to my channel if you do subscribe. I won't even know. That won't offend me. That has no bearing on it. But YouTube algorithm, the two main factors are subscribers and watch time. And the watch time is really not that hard to get, but the subscribers is. And so anyway, if you would consider subscribing, thank you in advance. Really appreciate it. All right, so before we get started, I always pull a crystal that I'm drawn to before the reading. And Sagittarius, for you guys, I got this beautiful piece of zebra jasper. And zebra jasper is a grounding crystal. So this works in conjunction with the root chakra, but very pretty. All right, so we're going to set that right there. I'm going to go ahead. Whoops, I'm sorry. I hit the tripod. I'm going to use the tincture bells and clear the cards. And they're already clean because I do clean them with sage. Hold on, it's still ringing and I'm hitting the camera. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sagittarius, I have had no problems with nobody else. Y'all are being difficult. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and basically, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 5 cards and we're going to connect to one of your spirit guides. Now, remember, you have a whole entire spiritual team. And at the time you're conceived, that is when you're assigned your guardian angel. And your guardian angel is with you from, like I said, the time you were conceived until the time you leave this meat suit. Your guardian angel is like your CEO of You Inc., okay? And as you progress through life, you gain more guides, spirit guides, spirit animals, scribes, cherubs, just elementals, just all different types. So for example, like I know I know of 3 that I channel, and that's my guardian angel. I have a protective guide my protective guide is also my galactic guide. But like anytime I channel or anything, they will not let anything come in. They're very protective. And then I have another guide. Thinking they're an angel of some sort, but not really sure. I also have a pendulum guide when I do any kind of pendulum work. So for some of us, we work with our team constantly. For others, maybe we only work with our guardian angel. And then some people don't even call on their guardian angel or any of their guides. So it just really depends. But do know that even if you don't work with them, you do have a whole team. There is a legion of angels. And Parker's about to bust in through the door. So if we end up being able to hear the TV downstairs, I'll get up and close the door. But if you hear a loud noise, she knows how to open the door handle. So, excuse me. So anyway, there's a whole hierarchy to the angels. So your guardian angel is the CEO. And then he basically, or it could be a she, my guardian angel is a she. They delegate accordingly because there's certain angels with certain jobs. There's certain angels that once they're done, they leave. So it just depends. So we're going to pull 5 cards. We're going to go over that. And then at the end, we'll pull one oracle message just like an extra special message that specifically your guardian angel wants to give to you. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. Now, Sagittarius, please remember this is a general reading. So what does that mean? That means that it may, there she is. Hello, Parker. It may, hello. It may or may not, no, don't mess with that. It may or may not, I don't want you eating that, honey. It may or may not resonate with you. I apologize. But if you watch my channel, you gotta, Parker comes along with it. So, but anyway, my point is if it doesn't resonate, don't freak out. Don't say, oh my gosh, this is woo-woo, fake news, all that stuff. As I said, this reading, it's a general reading for every Sagittarius on the face of this earth. So it's not going to resonate with everybody. Now, it's going to be 4 months before I do the next one, so maybe come back in a month or 2 months or whatever, and then maybe it'll resonate. However, if you'd like a personal reading, I would be more than happy to do any type of reading for you. Go to YourNaturalHealer.com, go to services, and I offer all different types of readings. There's packages, there's different lengths, there's all kinds of pricing. And if you want something special, you can always ask me. Just shoot me an email. And my email is, all this information is in the link, will be linked below. You can always shoot me an email. And, you know, I'll let you know if I can do that reading and then how much, you know, the energy exchange would be. Now, if this does resonate with you, okay, if it resonates with you, I want you to place your right hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in, and then I want you to say, yes, I claim this for myself, okay? And that's it. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, well, if it was important, I'll think about it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the 5 cards, and then I'll make them nice and pretty. All right, so we are using the traditional tarot, which is the Rider-Waite deck. All right. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. All right, so the first card we're going to draw for you Sagittarians out there is a card that represents which guide we're dealing with. Now, again, I told you, I'm not going to be able to pinpoint it, give you a name, determine what type it is. This is a general reading. All right, so the card we got that represents your guide is the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot is all about willpower, strength, victory, overcoming challenges. So I'm going to say that this guide is definitely somebody who, because in tarot, the Chariot is actually Cancer energy. But in tarot, the Chariot talks about, you know, pushing through obstacles, you know, and that our path, we're always going to have speed bumps and things in the way, and just to go for it and charge through it. So whoever this guide is that we're dealing with, I think comes to you when you are facing some challenges or obstacles in your life. So we could call them an obstacle guide or a challenge guide, whichever, or if you think of something better you'd like to call them, that's fine. But I think it's going to have something to do with challenges and obstacles, and we'll kind of see as we go through. All right, so the second card is a message that this guide wants to give you at this exact moment in time. And Sagittarius, you got the 9 of Wands in reverse. All right, well, this card means that, and this really makes sense that we pull this. I have to pull this next to this. Well, hold on. So normally in a spread, if you get this card, this is going to talk, there's tarot cards always have numerous meanings, but then you have to kind of read them with the cards that surround them and then what you're asking. And this card is saying that you're basically retreating, that whatever you've been working on is so hard and has been so difficult and has been just so challenging. You're fed up. You have no fight left. You just want to quit, and you're going to retreat. And it makes so much sense while this guy is coming in, because he's saying, don't let this energy take you over. Don't retreat. Don't give up. As hard as it is, keep pushing forward, keep battling, keep fighting. We have to in life. There's a saying, it's like nothing worthwhile in life is free or something to that effect. Or nothing worthwhile is easy. And that is so very, very true. And, you're human. And, we're allowed to get frustrated and discouraged and disgruntled and feel like giving up. But when we get like that, that's when we got to dig deep within us to find that personal power, that willpower to charge through those obstacles. And you know what? An obstacle might set us back. It might, if we pull the chariot kind of reference into this, as we're going on our path and we hit something and we get a flat tire. So it may set us back a little bit. It may mess with, money or timeline or whatever. But your guide, this, challenge guide of yours is saying that you can get victory. Victory is not impossible. Victory is inevitable. But you need to believe. And believing means that you need to act. You need to keep moving forward. You need to stay in the race. Stay in your chariot on the path. Don't give up. Don't retreat. And that, I can't say any more than that. And I'm saying he, it could be a she, who knows. But he really, it's like screaming in my ear, don't give up, don't retreat, don't give up, don't retreat. I keep hearing that in my head. So they're being very adamant about it because I understand that you're super frustrating. You're like, you know what? The heck with this. It's stupid. It's not worth my time and energy. What's the point? And your guide is coming to you and going, no, no, no. Get this mess out of your head. Okay? So with working on that to find that willpower, that determination and strength, that is all going to come from your solar plexus. So I would work on that solar plexus a little bit. I don't think that necessarily it's unbalanced. It might be just starting to slow down. So you want to keep it spinning healthy. So, even if you could do my, I'm always telling this one, just because it's quick and easy and it covers all the chakras. It's the Quickie Main 7 chakra guided meditation, and it has Reiki in it. Do that. If you'd like a one-on-one session, we can do one-on-one distance. I have 30-minute Reiki sessions. I do a Wednesday distance Reiki session. It's $5 per person, but I don't necessarily focus on just you. I send out Reiki to everybody that's signed up for it. I send physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and then I do send some other energies if I pick up on some things. But it's going to everybody. But if you did, for example, a 30 or 60-minute session, I am just going to focus on you. I'll be using this beautiful pendulum to help guide me on your chakras. But anyway, if that's something you are interested, go to yournaturalhealer.com/services. But don't give up, okay? Now, this particular guide has been sending you some messages. And these messages, they've been coming through as signs and synchronicities. And I'm not sure if you have consciously or unconsciously seen them. Some have consciously seen them and been like, nah, whatever, screw it. And others have subconsciously, you consciously see it, but you're not picking up on it consciously. You're picking up on it subconsciously. So it's in your subconscious, but consciously you're not hearing it, if that makes sense. But anyway, they've been sending you signs, whether it's been in dreams, maybe even seeing certain symbols or synchronicities like at the same time over and over, or you keep hearing the same song that you haven't heard in years that keep playing. Or maybe you're singing a song that you haven't heard of in years and you keep singing it. So these things, pay attention. Also, one of the things I was taught is that they like to send you messages via license plates. So if you roll up to a stop sign or a traffic light and you're behind somebody with a vanity plate, that's most likely a message for you. So kind of pay attention to that and go, okay, well, how does that apply? A lot of times, we might not get it. We may never get it. And sometimes it just instantly clicks. But they have been sending you messages and you've been ignoring it. So the message they've been sending is, okay, the Six of Pentacles. All right. Well, the way that I'm going to interpret this card, because of the cards that are surrounding it and the guide that is involved, is that it's okay to ask for help. So with whatever this is that's going on that's got you so frustrated, it's okay to ask for help. Ask your spouse or your significant other or a family member or a friend. Whatever this is that you've been doing that you're ready to give up on. Maybe it's been that you've been going to the gym, working out and doing diet and exercise and all that, and it's not working for you. Okay, well, maybe you need more help. Maybe you can't do the diet on your own, so you need to go join some type of support group. Or maybe you need to get a personal trainer, or maybe start signing up for a regular class that gets you going every week. Or if it's a home improvement project that you're just totally frustrated with, maybe it's something, the help isn't necessarily asking a person. Maybe it's just going on YouTube or reading the directions. And this is going to sound very sexist, but I know you men, if you're like my husband, you don't like to read directions. Y'all just put the stuff together and then there's parts left over and it takes you, if it's supposed to take an hour and a half, it takes you 9.5 hours. It's okay to ask for help. And your guardian, not your guardian angel, but your challenge guide has been trying to let you know that, while yes, this is a challenge, you're making it harder than it is because you can get help. You don't need to do it on your own. And there is no shame in saying, hey, I need some help with this. And if it's asking somebody like friends or families, if they really care about you, they're going to want to help you. Okay, Sagittarius? Don't be shy. Nobody expects you to know everything and be everything. So wherever that's coming from, if that's the case, if that's a pride thing, that, then you need to take a look at, again, your solar plexus a little bit, but then also your heart chakra. So again, I think you would definitely benefit from that, the whole chakra meditation. But again, I just have to reiterate, there's no reason you shouldn't ask for help. It is okay. So stop ignoring the message, because he's going to get frustrated and he's going to turn up the heat, so to speak. And then the messages are going to be so loud that you're not going to be able to ignore them anymore. All right? So pay attention. Open that third eye and pay attention. Okay. The next card number 4, is how you can better connect with not only this guide, but anybody on your spiritual team. All right. And you got the 3 of Swords. I always want to call this the 3 of Hearts because the heart's just so big on this. But again, this is talking about ask your guides for help. I told you have a whole team that is ready and there waiting for you, and they are not going to steer you wrong. That is their job, from your guardian angel all the way down to the lowest guide. It is their job, their mission, their passion to help you. And your guardian angel is going to make sure that the right person, so to speak, helps you. And if your guardian angel can't find that, then your guardian angel is going to be the one to help you with that. Your guides are all there. Spirit animal, protection guides, challenge guides, guardian angel, elementals, fairies, gnomes, all that. You've got a whole team. Ask for help. So what I would suggest to you, when you meditate, even if you're not meditating, say on the crown chakra, or you're doing a guided meditation, which I think that's going to be one of my next ones. I've had several requests for a guided meditation to connect to our guides. But when you do a meditation, right after you ground yourself, okay, you can either say it to yourself or out loud say, if any of my guides want to come near me and come close and be with me during this meditation, I call you in now. And then just at the end of the meditation, when you're finished, before you open your eyes, just say thank you to those guides that were with me during the meditation. Okay? Make sure you thank them. They like to be appreciated. But anyway, do that. But you need to open up your heart. Your heart chakra needs to be open to ask for this help, not only from others, but from your guide. You have a whole set of living beings, earthly beings, as well as spiritual beings that want to help you, Sagittarius. Don't be prideful. Open that heart space. Let all that love come in. There's so much love for you. And you're being very, very stubborn, very, very proud about it. And trust me, you don't have to work with every single guide. If you just want to call in your guardian angel, that is fine. Or if you want to call in an archangel, working with archangels is phenomenal. When before I do Reiki, before I did this reading, I call on all my guides, and I basically say something like, not exactly, mine's a little longer, but I do call on my guides to be with me while I channel energy and connect and, do this, because this is a form of divination. And I call on Archangel Michael for protection as well. Because, sometimes you can pick up energy. I'll tell you a really funny story really quickly, Sagittarius. I was doing Reiki, pet Reiki, and it was a distance session. And it was on a cat. And the cat wasn't, it would eat and it would throw up. So anyway, I did the pet Reiki and finished the session, and I texted the owner and told them, what I found and what I did and everything, and told them just, to watch your cat over the next day or two. Sometimes pets after a Reiki session can be a little lethargic or whatever. And anyway, like within 20 minutes, I was going, I felt like I had something in my throat, like a hairball, and I couldn't get it out. And I know I picked up that cat's energy. And what's crazy, long story short, the cat was fine after the Reiki session. So this is when I was, just starting out with Reiki, and I wasn't protecting myself because I didn't realize I was as open and as empathic and psychic, whatever you want to call it, as I was. So I have to really do super protection. So just a funny story. But anyway, that's why I call on my guides and Archangel Michael and all this. So you know what? Call on your guides. They want to help you. Okay? Seriously, guys, that was a true story. All right. So the last card is how you're being helped on your current spiritual path. All right. And this guide is saying, oh, okay, so we had the 9 in reverse. Now we have the 10 of Wands. And you're a little off path. And I think you know it. And I think you're to the point, because you're so frustrated with everything, you're like, oh, none of this works. And, and you're frustrated and discouraged and all of that. But the thing with this is, if you feel like you're off the path, you don't need to sit there and figure out why or how to fix it. Just change your direction. Maybe you've been doing a lot of meditation work, And maybe you're getting burned out with it. You're doing too much. So maybe try to add some yoga. Or instead of doing guided meditations, do some chanting. Just quietly chant. There's lots of ways to be spiritual, you know. Go outside, do some earthing. Go take a walk in nature. That's very, meditative. But just all you need to do, and then what you'd realize this, and again, this ties into the chariot symbolism, is get them reins, turn them a little, change direction, and your path, you'll be back on your path in no time. And once you're back on your path, that's going to help you, again, be more open to connect and to be able to, you can connect to your guides. It's just you don't ask for the help, Sagittarius. So again, just make sure you're not giving up with whatever this is going on in your current space. Don't give up. Ask for help. And that's in the physical world, but then also ask for help in the spiritual world. Okay? Stop thinking that you have to be this perfect person that doesn't need anybody or anything. That's not human. All right? Okay, so I'm going to shift these down. We're going to pull an oracle card. And this is kind of a shadow deck. It's the Lantern Oracle. And it's not all the love and light and rainbows and unicorns, but it's a softer shadow deck. Like I have 3, like I call them dark decks, but when I say dark, I don't mean like evil. They're like in your face, like, you need to stop focusing on your ex or something, something like that. I mean, they call you out. And these ones are not quite like that. They are a little gentler with that. So let's see what now this is coming from, he's relaying a message from your guardian angel. All right. And circles. I can't read that from here, so you'll have to bear with me. Clarity reigns in the eye of the storm. Oh my God, doesn't that make sense? Because think of a storm, the winds and the rain, heavy torrential rain and the dangerous lightning, and it causes stress, and you could be frustrated. And think of a circle has no beginning and no end. In sacred geometry, that's why it's such a sacred symbol. I teach this in my sacred geometry course on lotuscenter.online. And it's not like a deep dive sacred geometry course like mathematics, but I just go over some of the basic symbolism of some symbols in spirituality. And circles is the first one. And circles have no beginning or end. And think about what a circle does. A circle encompasses something, okay? So if you look at my tingsha bell, it's a circle. There's a center. It's a border for something. Circles are used many times as protection, And so what this is saying is that, yes, the outside of the circle is all chaotic and there's all this stuff going on, and it's nonstop. It's constantly spinning and it's a whirlwind. But in the center, it's calm. The eye of the storm, it's calm. It's peaceful. And so if you feel that you're in a situation, like over here, where things are just so chaotic and you can't find your way and you're getting frustrated and you want to quit, move to the eye of the storm. And that's where you're going to find clarity, because then you don't have all this outside chaos messing with you. It'll still be out there doing its thing, but when you're inside the eye, then you can gain clarity and find your solution. Really nothing more I can say on that. I mean, that fits so perfectly. Oh, and I hit the camera again. Sorry about that. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And next month, I'm not sure what reading I'm going to do. This came to me in a dream, so we'll see. But anyway, Sagittarius, thank you so much. If you're interested in crystals or any metaphysical products like sage or essential oils, go to yournaturalhealer.com. Check out products. And then if you'd like your own reading, there's reiki, there's numerology reports, birth chart analysis, planet reports, life chakra reports, all kinds of great reports that are all based on your specific birth information. Check that out, But anyway, that's all I have for you today. So I hope to see you during the weekly tarot readings on Monday and oracle messages on Friday. And again, if you would consider subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. So go live your best life, Sagittarius, but do it the natural way. Namaste.